It's Pop Trigger time! Yeah. All right. First of all, I hate to disappoint you, Samantha Shocker's not here today.
What?
She's out of town, but she will be back. But hey, you know, it's going to be all right. We have an amazing show for you right now. We're going to start on this end and work our way this way.
Oh, great.
With us in the studio, Grace Baldridge, amazing comedian. Yes.
Woo!
I need more claps.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
I'll clap for you. Good.
And then, of course, are sitting in as executive producer and as a host, which is the most multitasking. So if I screw up, you can call me out. Hassan Piker is here.
Oh, he's so dreamy.
If the show sucks, like currently I'm not framed properly, I can see that as the executive producer, it's all my fault. Everything on me.
There we go. And our featured guests on the show today. You may know her from Vanderpump Rules as well as her style guru lifestyle blog. Here we go. It's Stassi Schroeder.
Hello.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, let's talk about
I'm
you
so
for a
excited.
while.
I love talking about me.
Is that okay if we do that?
Totes okay.
I read something on the internet that might be my favorite quote I've ever heard from anyone.
That's a pretty serious statement.
It was and I've been experiencing this recently in my life. It's that you're good at making people feel bad when they deserve to feel bad.
That's your favorite quote?
I love that.
Really?
I identify with that so much.
I mean, that's just like my philosophy.
It's great. It's like a sense of justice in the world.
Right?
You're not just going to go out and make nice people feel bad.
No, absolutely not.
I totally.
Just
You're like
douchebags.
Batman.
Pretty much.
That's what he did too, I think.
Yes. That's exactly right. So let's talk about, you have your website, which is stylebysassy.com.
Yes. It's a fashion blog, stylebystassy.com. Thank you. I'm going to say it a billion more times.
Yeah.
Promote myself.
Where did that idea come from?
I've been in love with fashion and clothes ever since I could remember, and I found myself just like spending hours and hours a day looking at other people's blogs, and I'm like, I want to do this in my own way.
So how do you go about, because like, how do you go about doing like your daily work on that blog? How do you select all the clothes, and what's your philosophy on doing
Well,
it?
I go to showrooms and try and put pieces together in interesting ways, obviously. But I like it to be semi-affordable, and then you obviously have to shoot everything and then do write-ups and all of that stuff. And I like to kind of do it in a way that's self-deprecating, so it's not just hot photos of myself.
Yeah.
I'm like telling like
complain about that,
embarrassing
though.
stories about like what I experienced while I was doing this, so people can relate to it.
What should we avoid? Is there anything we should avoid that's coming down the pike, or is it all good?
Well, I don't know, because I'm like looking at you three right
this is
now.
not a good.
So like, I mean, we've got this whole like flannel situation going on, and I'm not so sure
Look,
about it.
okay, I'm a
Lumberjack.
lesbian. It's part of the uniform.
Yes. Trust
Okay.
me, if you saw what she wears
Fair.
outside normally at night, this is the best thing that she can come up with.
Fair.
I'm trying so hard. This is like what I would wear to prom. This is how bad it is.
Here's the thing, as an outsider to the fashion world, I look at Haas and I think that's an outfit.
I like this outfit. No,
What
I
is
love this
working here?
outfit.
What's working?
Different textures, and you got different shades of brown, all in the right family, like balanced with the navy and the little pattern.
This is going straight.
And I have
Fitted
little
well.
foxes on my shirt.
I like it.
But let's talk more about you. So you are on Vanderpump Rules.
Yes.
You have a Style by Stassi, and you also have a podcast.
I do, straight up with Stassi, because I'm really good with alliteration. So.
No, alliteration is my favorite.
I listened to this podcast. Your dog makes a weird sound. Is this what I heard?
bark?
It's like, no, but like the last
that not
podcast
normal?
that you you said it was like a hiccup. It was like a weird hiccuping thing. And I
Yes,
was-
she
and
snorts like a pig.
because I couldn't hear it. Basically, I'm listening to the podcast, and you guys are talking about the sound the dog's making.
Yeah.
And you're trying to describe it, but we can't hear it. So what is the sound
It's
like?
like like something like
brain?
that. Like, I don't know if I could like totally do it, but it's like a pig sound.
I also was reading around. So Vanderpump Rules is coming back. There was statements that you weren't going to be on it, and then there were
Yeah.
rumors because you were tweeting back and forth with people on the day they were shooting. What's happening with that?
Well, yes, now it's clear that I am coming back.
Okay, good.
Woohoo!
I can't say in what capacity. It's a kind of like a surprise.
Man.
and so, yeah.
So what's the most you can say without like violating a contract? Like in what kind of capacity do you think you're coming back? Or are you coming back?
I don't know what I can say, actually. I don't know.
Over the years, you've been on this show.
Yes.
When you shoot a reality show, what is that process like? Like, can you always be yourself? Do you find yourself being yourself 100% of the time, or do you have to like manufacture some kind of persona? A lot of people talk about that.
I think the reason that I'm good at it is because I'm able to be myself, and I don't censor myself, which obviously gets me in trouble, but that's what makes for good television.
Yeah.
But it's harder for different people, and not everybody can do that. And yes, there's sometimes you feel like you need to live up to a certain type of character, but it's also a very big part of who I am already. So.
But do you go home and just like turn it off? Like, what do you do after you've been on the set all day, which is also your life, and then you get to go home, right? Like, what do you do to just kind of decompress?
No, I'm pretty sure I'm exactly the same when I go back home.
Well, that's great. That's awesome. And the show itself comes back November 2nd, Vanderpump, as well as you can see stylebystassi.com and Straight Up with Stassi, the podcast. Check them all out. Stassi Schroeder, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for asking me about me. So.